I'd like to introduce to you Nick Clegg, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Hartelijk welkom, wherever you want to be.
It's lovely to be here, though disconcerting to see me in 3 large screens in a circle here. I just really wanted to give you one simple message, and it is this. Our economy, our economies in Europe and in other developed capitalist economies around the world have suffered the economic equivalent of a heart attack in recent years. We over-relied on particular sectors in our economy. In the case of the United Kingdom and other economies, we over-relied on financial services and banking to the exclusion of other sectors, of other services, of manufacturing. We over-relied on easy credit. We over-relied on a housing market and a housing bubble which was never going to last. We over-relied on economic growth being concentrated just in one part of our community rather than being evenly spread across all of our communities. And we're now picking up the pieces. We're picking up the pieces in terms of a deflated housing market. We're picking up the pieces in terms of a financial services system and a banking system, which is in need of extensive surgery and medication and re-regulation. We're picking up the pieces in terms of government finances, which have been left in an absolutely shocking state and for which governments in the United Kingdom and elsewhere are now having to take controversial decisions to make sure we have a stable fiscal and financial future for us all. We're picking up the pieces because we're having to explain to people that it's not possible simply to borrow money which you can't pay back. It's not simply possible to take easy credit without working out whether it's sustainable and whether it'll work in bad times as in good. In short, we're having to significantly rethink the way we run our economy. And you, and what this event represents, is at the forefront of what our new economy must look like. You will not be able to rely, we will not be able to rely on huge infusions of public spending to inflate our economies in the future. We should not rely on property bubbles, on wizardry and speculation in the financial services system, on over-leveraged financial instruments to stimulate our economic growth. What we must instead rediscover are the virtues of entrepreneurship, of innovation, of creativity, of dynamism, of making things and selling things, of inventing new services and branding them. In other words, of rediscovering that spirit of get up and go, which all of you represent by simply being here today. Governments can't create jobs out of thin air. Governments can't make every single one of your business ideas a success. Governments can't guarantee that every venture you launch will succeed. But what we can do is tell you that we will do our utmost to provide you with the environment, with the framework, with the setting in which you can live out your dreams, in which you can express your creativity, in which you can take your risks, and in which you can succeed. And that means, of course, that government needs to keep its side of the bargain. We need to provide you with a stable and sensible tax environment, a sensible and stable regulatory environment. We need to look after the public finances and keep the macroeconomic environment as stable as we can. We need to provide you with incentives. We need to provide you with support. We need to play our part in investing in the new technologies of the future, in providing incentives for further public and private investment, in research and development, in innovation centres, in growth hubs, in science, in excellence. That is the role of government. And that is certainly what the new coalition government in the United Kingdom, and from what I learned with my discussions with the Dutch Prime Minister and members of the new Dutch government, are all seeking to do. It won't be easy, it'll be controversial. We are coming, as I say, to the end of a phase of economic growth which, with the benefit of hindsight, turned out to be wholly unsustainable.